They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the groupers taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. We're looking forward to it all week. And the groupers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. So USC's offense will be first on the attack. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt, I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single game. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Trojans will have it first and 10. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best of us. I mean, I think the only one obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Groupers offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the face. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this second team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Groupers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try to get outside. Got the first down and more. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one to call out one that worked so well.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from the 11. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, USC! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And point, we'll tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The option look. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better. So,
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end now in motion. Going to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Works the middle of the field. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, he lost yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Groupers will punt this one away. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Groupers will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sheffield. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
At this part of the field in the red zone offense, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And here's the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the run to start this second half. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, it's just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Got his man quick. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The groupers send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing it.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism is able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Extending the play. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't matter if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get it.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling and create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Craig. Didn't pick up the run there, but they're forward just a few.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on field.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're facing a third down. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Abraham. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Kickoff here all lined up, and we're ready to put total 11. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions.
And the Groupers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Whips. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them. Because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. Take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
Dude, you didn't think it could any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyway. The offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on. Gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Toledo. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see it here, guys.
And how about that one? That will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. DB's right up on the receiver. Hand off from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple mil, working at the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a run on third and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. And the group groupers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Heaves it on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Quick strike complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Last time they had it, they didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run up the field, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The groupers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's whipped. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And man, is that just indictment of a day. The quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football season.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. Oh, what a cut! The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. For firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this?
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Groupers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose as it is. Big return to set up the drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message for the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
This one's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. You got to make sure I play physical, maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and has never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? Down by 7 scores just in the fourth quarter. They keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And he was hit just as he released it and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already. How about an exclamation point to go with another score for this offense? They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed a...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. We've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.